slowly rolling into it, and off of corner number 4. It's showtime at Skagit Speedway. One flag, one more time around. Justin Youngquist up top, Trey Starks down to the bottom. Otis, lap traffic on the next straightaway for the final time. Up, around, down and through. Justin Youngquist takes the win tonight at Skagit Speedway. It's showtime!
One car with the front of it that was junk, and another car with the back of it was junk. So I cut both of them in half, took the good part of one car and the good part of the other car, and welded them together.
The reason why I decided to, move to Sean's number and use it was just because the memory of Sean was his V8, and I just kind of lived for racing and racing with his number just to remember him by.
Racing, and next thing you know, she's on the flag stand running the, doing flag, and on my quarterback, I'm like, where did you come from?
My experience, you gotta have desire. It's a tough sport. Spend a lot of time away, and you definitely have to want it. You can't just say you want it. You gotta want it. You just gotta have that desire that drives you through a lot of the tough times. So for me, that's what it's always been about, is coming back to why I do this, and it's kept me around for this long. So
I hope they just soak it all in, because you don't know when it could be over, right? You might, mom and dad can't do this anymore, right? We don't have the money, or we can't find the sponsors, whatever it is. I just soak it all up while it's happening, man.
Well, welcome to episode number 7 of On the Gas, presented by Skagit Speedway. No Blake Anderson, but filling in his place, we have Justin Youngquist. What's up, Justin?
What is up? Erik List.
I'm Erik List. So, welcome to episode number 7. Technically, I guess, number 8 if you'd like to count the bonus episode, but who's really counting? Well, Justin, no racing this weekend at Skagit Speedway for sprint cars, but we have monster trucks. But we were racing last weekend. You were up in the tower. We had 360s, sporties,
yes,
and topless IMC modifieds. Overall, a decent night of racing. Yeah,
it was... The track widened out a lot for the 360 feature, which I was happy to see. It actually, so earlier in the night, though, too, we had the really good heat race with Levi Hillier and Colton Heath, who ended up battling for the win later on in the night. But you kind of got that upper groove worked in to where, some guys could enter a little bit higher and use more of the track than they could earlier in the night, which was nice to see. So it just, you need those cars with the more horsepower to kind of blow that off, right? So if you had a night with 410s, 360s, or even maybe a few more 360s, that you may have seen that widen out a little bit earlier. But it was really an interesting night for the sportsman sprints. That was probably the most bizarre finish I've ever seen to a race, because they shortened it. Right, and you're in the car, and they're like, "Hey, next caution ends the race. We're at our time limit. Whatever, we just got to do green, white, checkered." And they couldn't get through 3 and 4. We had 5 cars piled up in turn 4. So that was unfortunate. Yeah, but Steven Hendrickson just kind of minded his P's and Q's and ran away with the thing. So.
There was really no one to challenge him. Dana Glenn got to second, but really never got close. It would have been interesting to see if Dana could have tracked him down with more time.
I don't even know if they got to lap traffic, right?
Maybe,
they were getting there, and a yellow would come out, and and they're getting there, and the yellow would come out, and I wish there was a little bit more lap traffic to where Steven, because really in that race there was one optimum line, right? And so watching them try to navigate through lap traffic would have been really entertaining. Because Dana, Dana is somebody who has a lot of laps, but not in the last few years. He's kind of been away. So he's in the 17 car, last week, and looked really good. Had a lot of speed.
He looked really good the weekend before, air quotes, the last time the sporties were here. He was, I think, running second again, and was running down. Well, not running down, but at least was keeping pace and not letting the leader, who had already had a big lead, get any farther away.
Yeah. No, Dana's fast. He used to be in the Bill Lemley car. And then I don't know, there was a couple years where he just wasn't here. And then, so it's when I saw him come back, I was like, who's in the car? And it's Dana Glenn. I'm like, oh, heck yeah. He's such a nice guy. Have you ever really talked to him?
I don't think I have ever fully had a conversation with him.
He is so nice.
Okay.
Like just a genuine person. Like very, very good guy. But he, cool to see him back in a car running up front. You always kind of wonder that. You go away for a little bit and you're like, am I going to be competitive again? So cool to see him, back up here. And yeah, Steven Hendrickson though, man, he was, it's interesting because I've grown up, I'm pretty sure as long as I've raced, like Steven's been racing at Deming.
Yeah.
And so I've seen him for decades at Deming Speedway. And so to see him finally get, I guess you'll say, the opportunity to get into a big car and stuff is very cool to see that translate to speed and wins. And, he's got Jeff Needham and a bunch of those guys. They're paired up with the Luke Didiak team and all the Dyer Motorsports 9A and all that stuff. And it's really cool for Steven really to get that chance and go win at the big track, as they say. So.
And you want to talk about that too. I mean, he's vaulted himself to second in points. Jaden Whitney now has taken over sole command of the lead. It was Jaden and Jessen tied.
Oh. So Jessen got passed.
So Jessen was involved
in that.
So Jessen falls to third. He's 20 points back, so still not terrible.
Not terrible,
you can
but
make that up.
We're at a point in the season where
it's getting less.
I remember 2011-ish, 2012, around there, when we had a throwaway race. So as long, I don't know, I can't remember all the technicalities of the rule, but you could basically throw away one week, right? So your worst week was out. And that would be nice for Jessen right now.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Last week was not obvious. I mean, he was up there, fourth or fifth?
Yeah, he was right behind Jaden for a majority of the race. Now the race was 12 laps, but
it's not like you're going to lose a lot of ground, right?
No.
If the guy that you're tied with in points is one position ahead of you,
and he
whatever,
actually might have probably overtaken him because Jessen started farther back than Jaden did.
True,
but I don't know.
Qualifying points are going to matter too, right?
They do.
So
yeah,
it's like
it would have been really close.
They would have been right there. So Jessen to fall to third. I mean, obviously, that's. Look what happened to Jessen. That could happen to Jaden next week.
Oh, yeah.
Or in a couple weeks when they race
can make
again.
that big point swing. Like, Steven Hendrickson wasn't, well, I guess he was technically third. He was in that kind of right behind the tie. So he vaults himself into second. 17 points back. It's been a really fun points battle all year in the Sporties.
What I like is that, one, like when you were announcing last week, I feel like we kind of miss the overall scope of the season when we're announcing on a week-to-week basis, because it's like we never reference the points.
No.
Well, and or if we do, it's like, oh, there's one race left, and Trey Starks is running away for the 12th year in a row with the 360 championship.
I was say there's the one caveat when Trey Starks is your top points guy in the 410s and the 360s. He's got a 77-point gap to Jason in the 360s and a 30. Jason's closer in the 410s at 37.
Okay,
but the Sporties are actually, that was before
the Sporties. I
say the Sporties might be the closest.
Yeah.
What about Hornets? The modifieds are Adam Holtrup's 12 back and Jeff Westergaard.
Ooh, that's
with
good.
With Cole Logan being 16, so that's pretty close.
Well, of course, they've got the IMCA format too, so it's a little bit different. I feel like that kind of keeps it grouped.
It does.
Okay, who else? What about
So Howard Voss leads the Hornets with Bryce Kolar in second. Bryce, though, was 115 points back.
Oof.
And then Braxton Hausman's in third, 41 points back of Howard. So
Howard would have to not show up, basically.
Yeah, and even then, you still might maintain that points lead if you don't show up for a night. In the CGE Garage Midgets, Shane Smith leads. Ryan Orchard's in second, only 22 points back. And then Nick Evans is in third, 55 points back.
The sportsman race,
but the sportsman race, I would say, has been close all year.
They, I just like, getting back to what I was telling you, I like that it's being referenced earlier than normal. Because I feel like, oh, we've got 2 races left and there's 50 points between, who's going to get to the blah, blah, blah. So we're at least kind of setting it up like, this isn't just a tight race that's been for the last couple of weeks. Like, this is
all season long,
several months, right, of combined work and everything coming together to be that close at the end of a 6-month season. It's like, that's pretty impressive. I know, obviously, these classes don't race every week, right? But still, it's like you put all this work together,
Mhm.
and the body of work has accumulated to this. So
Blake and I always talk about how the sporties are just one of the funner classes to watch because of all the young talent. As a driver, what do you think of a sporty class?
Well, when I was in it, it's as a perspective of a driver,
We'll
it's
get
funny
into
because
more of your driving career, but I just want to.
Well, I mean, we don't have to if you don't want to. The sportsman class, it's kind of funny because when you're in it, you're like always looking at the 360s and the 410s, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at them like, oh, I'm going to be there one day. Like, I want to be Trey Starks, like, in 5 years or whatever.
Jeez,
I want
Mr.
to be
Popular.
No, that's not. It's not. Yeah, the microphones are probably picking it up.
Probably not.
I want to be Trey Starks. I want to be Jason Sold. I want to, whatever. Like, you want to be that.
Yeah.
So the problem with racing is that you're never really, like, enjoying it while it's happening. That's the problem. You're like, oh, I finished second. That sucks. Right?
You can't. You don't step back and.
No. Well, of course not. Right? Because we're all trying to get better.
Yeah.
We're all trying to get better. And so you never really fully appreciate what's going on in the moment. And I wish when I was younger, when I was in the sportsman class, that I would have like cherished those. Like, you don't know you're in the good old days.
Yeah,
Until
the classic
later on, right?
Yep.
Like you don't know that these are the good old days that you're in right now. So I wish, and I try to like tell people that, right? Like Jaden, I'm talking to in the pits, or Levi Hillier, whoever it is. It's like, enjoy what you're doing right now.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna wish that you had soaked it up more, or whatever. Because I sure do. I mean, there's people that help me that I wish I would have told more, like how much I appreciated what they did for me. And I think now that I'm older, I like have a different. I don't know. I've heard when you hurt yourself and all this stuff happens, and you think you're done 12 different times. You just appreciate things differently. So like looking at, Chad Hillier or whatever with how he helps Levi and Savannah. I'll use him as my example because I tell him all the time. I'm like, dude, the amount of time you put in for these kids to go and race is like, it's incredibly exhausting. Like, you can see him, he's just exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
But he's still, every time, they need to go do something, he's there and does it.
He's there to do it, yep.
And I wish that I would have, of course you're younger and it take, the experience of life or whatever, but I wish I would have appreciated that more when I was younger.
Oh, I think,
with my dad or the crew guys or whatever. I hope that those kids that are doing it right now, because let's be honest, not everybody's going to move on to the 360s. Not everybody's going to move on to a 410. I hope they just, like, soak it all in because you don't know when it could be over, right? Like, you might, hey, like, mom and dad can't do this anymore, right? Like, we don't have the money or we can't find the sponsors, whatever it is. I just soak it all up while it's happening, man.
So
like,
poetic.
that's kind of my thing right now. Like, since I've got hurt, especially since just last year when I got hurt, I'm just soaking it up.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, you don't
We're
know.
out there.
Yeah.
You're it's another week. We're going to go race. And then you get in a wreck and it's like, oh, this
It's not
could
another
seriously
week.
just
Yeah.
get all taken away from me in a blink. I know this is so like cliche, whatever, but
It's
it
so
could
true.
all just go away right now. And so for me, and there were several times that it could have for myself, right? And so I kind of look back and it's like, man, I have all this appreciation for what I was able to do in the sportsman class when I was younger and the help that I had. Because I ran in 2011, it was my like first full season in sportsman.
Okay.
We got 2 rocket chassis from Kirk Fellers. I don't even know. If you look back
I
to
don't
the
know if that
history of
name
Skagit,
even rings a bell
oh
for
my
me.
gosh.
It probably should.
Man, okay, when I was in turn 1 with my flags every week, when I was like from age 0 to 12, Kirk Fellers had like the American flag car. There was like an eagle on the side of it with like the red and white stripes, and 77, it was Kirk Fellers, man. And my dad, of course, raced with him. And anyway, we go and we got a couple cars from him. There were the rocket chassis that we went and picked up. And the next season, so we won a few races, right? And Triple X came to me. I think it was Caleb, and of course Colton was there, but I'm pretty sure it was Caleb. He goes, "Hey, we want you in Triple X cars," and I'm like, "Really? Like, you want me to be like, you're coming to me and telling me that? Like, what?" And ever since 2012, I've been in triple X cars. And it's like, looking back at those things,
Yeah.
to me, when you're 14, 15, whatever years old, you're like, I'm going to NASCAR.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna
going to
make
be on
these
the
big time.
Outlaws. Like, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking about not enjoying the moment, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking of what you're going to do next all the time. And you you have to at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you're so hyper-focused on what's next, and you're never, like, just absorbing what's around you right then. And so I just hope that these kids in the sportsman sprint class are soaking it all up. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch because you can see, obviously, in anything, right? There's people that are going to be better than others.
Oh, yeah.
And you're watching the growth of some of these drivers. You come in and you're like, dude, there's no way. Like, this person is going to run out of energy of trying so quick. And then you see that, like, steady improvement of, like, oh, they care a little bit more. They're going to put a little bit more time into their program during the week or, like, whatever. And they get better and better and faster. And you're like, oh, like, they're really getting it, you know? And then you attract the right person. It takes one person with a little bit of money.
A little bit of dough, yep.
And you go, I'm going to buy you a 360, right? And so to see, it'll be very fun to see who out of this class kind of does that move up. I know of a few that have some future opportunities at 360s and things like that that may even happen this year. We'll see, but it's kind of cool just to kind of like see these names. Jesse Whitney, right? We know Whitney, Jaden Whitney's out there.
Yep.
Travis Jacobson, Jessen Jacobson's out there. Like you see these
the
guys.
family lineage. I mean, it just goes down from the parents to the kids to. Yeah.
It's all. It's just. I mean, we've seen it for ever, right? Randy Ridge, Cody Ridge, Jared Ridge, like all these different families that have been here. Of course, my dad, my uncle raced, my grandpa raced for a little bit, but it's just there's so many deeper roots with family at the racetrack. It's cool to see the new names kind of come in, and you see a lot of that with the sportsman class. So very entertaining. Last week was rough, but it's entertaining
for a class that usually gets through. It wasn't their best showing.
It was very odd.
But usually that class runs really well and puts on a good show. Sure, there might be some cautions.
It
but
was the outlier week.
Yeah,
for sure. Because I was really surprised to see. I was like, oh man, we're getting set up for a good green-white checkered here.
Yeah.
And then what happened, and you say, oh man, highlights are on YouTube. Go look.
Yeah.
You can see what we're talking about.
Before we get into, I want to know more about your race career. Modifieds, they get their kudos. That was one of the best modified shows I've seen at Skagit Speedway. The topless modifieds ran phenomenal. What a great run.
I really enjoy, I was going to say appreciate, I really enjoy the topless modified race.
Yeah.
For a kind of a weird reason, I guess. You can see in the car.
I heard you and Caleb talk. Yeah. You can actually see them.
You can never see in the car. I always wondered that about like modifieds and late models. I'm like, do your elbows have to be tucked in? Like, do they have room in the cockpit?
Because that's how you are in a sprint car, pretty much, right?
I mean, yeah, but you have some elbow room. I mean,
yeah,
not a lot, obviously, but I don't know. I guess fenders on a car make my brain explode because I can't, like, it doesn't comprehend. But I'm like, it's really cool to see some of those guys are really tight in there with their shoulders and they can't really move very much. But to be able to see, like, especially kind of down the back straightaway into 4, you can see like straight in the top, and you're like, oh, look at it! Like the amount of work they have to do to the wheel to get it through the corner. It's like, geez, So
well, and it's amazing. I always hear that. I'm not who's told, but some of the modified drivers say it's harder than driving a sprint car, and the way they are continually having to move on the wheel. As someone who's never driven either, I can believe that.
I mean, I drive a modified on the World of Outlaws video game.
I mean,
Erik,
I've done them both, and I racing,
and it's
but that
pretty
doesn't
hard.
count.
I think the hard part, I don't even know if it's fair to compare them. Yes, they're on the same track. But I mean, let's ask Jeff Westergaard. We'll find out from him, I'm sure, in a later episode. But the difference is so drastic because, like Jeff says, the modifieds drive off the right front so hard.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do in a sprint car is drive off the right front. You want to have it squatted on your left rear and drive, have your drive in the track. I don't, it would be hard. I feel like it'd be hard
it'd be really
to get behind
hard.
the wheel of a modified and go, let's go rip this thing. Like, I know Jeff, he went down, after he got his modified, I think Caleb told me it was like Arizona.
Yeah,
and some
he
places.
went down to Arizona.
And he kind of talked to some of those guys. He's like, what's the key to making this car work? You know, I'm a sprint car guy. I'm a midget guy, whatever. And they helped him a lot in how to get the car to get around the corner and what's going to be fast. And obviously that translates because he's kicking butt.
Well, he went
almost
12
every
to
year.
second on Saturday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy. He did say, I was talking to him after the races in the pits. He goes, man, I don't know if getting that sprint car was a good idea for me.
I heard.
Because now I got bit by the bug.
Yep.
You know? That was a bad idea. So it'll be, hopefully he gets behind the wheel of a sprint car again, because it seems like almost anything he gets in, midget, modified, sprint car, whatever, he can go out and be very competitive, and I'm sure he could win in the right setting, right?
For
Like
sure.
he could go and win a race in a sporty this year. I bet.
Probably.
I bet he could.
So Rick Smith picks to the win. Jeff Westergaard second. Cole Logan in third. We talked briefly. 360s. Colton Heath gets it done. One of the coolest trophies we give away. Well, trophies we give away. Shout out Rick Wilski. Thank you so much for donating the bowling ball. You can see it all over our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. That really cool bowling ball that Colton Heath got, and what a race that was for Colton.
I do want to say real quick before we move on to 360s, Cole Logan.
Yes, Cole Logan has been really good.
So
he's a guy that we'll have on the podcast at some point, just because.
Yes, he is. He's been around forever. He's younger than me, but he's been around his whole life. And so, his family, his mom, his dad, his sister, they're all here. And what I think is one of the coolest things is that his mom sits like right in front of us here in the booth. So when they're racing, I almost didn't even know that until like 2 weeks ago.
I don't know if I've actually ever seen her. I think I saw her stand up once.
Yeah, she seems, very reserved. Then he'll be at the end of the race and goes and wins right there, and she's up and got her fist in the air or whatever. But it's so cool to watch because you always wonder, like, oh, how does so-and-so react while I'm out on the track, And so to see her with whoever it is she sits with, I don't know if it's family or friends or whatever, but to see her kind of reacting to the race as it happens is pretty cool. But that kid... Man, I remember, I think it was play day. We were up here or whatever. Well, I don't know, first race early on in the year. And I'm like, wait, Cole's got a car?
Right.
Because I've talked to him forever, like for years. We see each other in the pits and, Cole's going to be in the modified or whatever. And I was like, oh, snap. Like, all right, let's watch this go. And that has been really cool because he got to win very early. He got to win very early in the year. And I was like, dude, this kid's legit, but he's been watching it forever. And he probably practiced on iRacing like you and I. We could probably take him.
You could.
Dude, he's on the gas. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch.
I don't want to discount. So we moved on to the bowling ball thing.
You're good.
The cool,
it's
because you can have the plastic,
Rick said there's
gold, whatever.
Only like 300 of them in existence.
Limited. Yeah, in the entire world.
Yeah,
and because it's not just like it's painted. Right,
it's
like
literally
it's laid
in
the ball,
yeah.
and then they do the clear 79,000 layers of clear over the top of it. I need to watch how it's made, on how a bowling ball is made. I don't know, but it's really cool.
It is really cool.
It is very unique, and for the winner of that race to get it is just something very special. And I think when you look at trophies, right, like it's like, oh, this race gives this and this race gives that. Like Kyle Larson with the Oski race with the belt.
With the belt, yep.
It's something different that makes it special. And I think that a lot of these tracks go and name races, and there's nothing really that special about it. Like it's kind of like, oh, this is the whatever classic. And there's a T-shirt for it.
Yeah.
And there's this, and you're like, okay, but what?
Why?
What's another? Why is this for? And so for the breast cancer awareness night that I guess you could say officially, quote unquote, kicked off last year.
Yeah.
Having that bowling ball and everything
was really neat.
Is super super cool. Just something extra to motivate you to go win the race. So.
And it motivated Colton, and what a race that was. So congratulations, Colton Heath gets the win in the 360s. Levi Hillier comes in second, and then Jason Solwald ends up getting by Jesse Schlotfeld, who had battled for majority of the race, to finish third. Justin is one of our 410 drivers here at Skagit Speedway, but Justin, you haven't always ran the 410. We talked about it. You ran the Sporty. Your dad's race, your grandpa. How did you start racing? Loaded question, maybe, but
Yes, there's a backstory to it. So
as I would hope.
oh yeah, there's always a backstory. So I talked about having my flags down in turn 1 forever.
Do you still have the flags?
Oh, of course.
I think I still.
My mom
I
made
still
them.
have mine.
My mom made them.
My grandma made mine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
well now. Of course, you can go on Amazon and buy
Yeah,
some
but that's
flags.
not. But
that's
that doesn't. It means more when your mom makes them.
We're old.
Yeah.
We're old. I'm 30 now, so guess what? My mom had to make them. We didn't have Amazon back then. The
Times are simpler.
flags are in my bag.
Okay.
Because I had to go get my flag bag. That's what I called
Your flag bag.
It's just a Rollins like baseball bag. But
I mean, that's what every. I feel like that's
what you
what
gotta
the
do.
guy at Deming has.
that's what you got to do.
I don't know what Erik, our flagman, has here, but
I bet it's.
I've seen
I bet
baseball
it's
bags.
baseball, yeah.
I've seen baseball bags
I
as a way to
bet it
transfer
is.
the flags.
Yep. No, my mom made my flags, and I had my flags. I was down in turn 1 for I don't even know how many years. And there was 1 week, I don't remember when it was. It must have been like early summer-ish
Okay.
of like 2004 probably. So I would have been like 8 or 9 years old. And what?
I was 2.
You were 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God bless. See, I'm old. Anyways, so I'm walking up the steps.
Yeah.
Because I would go up and see my mom. She used to sit in what is now section B.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably going up to get money for nachos or something. I don't know. And so I'm going up there, and this guy stops me, like tall guy, mustache, Big Al. And he stops me, and he goes, hey, have you ever thought about racing? And I was like, what? Like, I was scared. I was so shy. I was like, what? Like, I
Yeah.
just minded my own business in turn 1 with my flags. Like, just leave me alone. I got my flag.
Yeah.
And he's like, you ever thought about racing or whatever? I was like, you got to ask my mom or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we ended up, I don't even know how much later on, but we ended up going, on your way to Cedar Woolley, there was a track built out in a field. And at this point, Al's grandson had raced a junior sprint.
Okay.
And so up at Deming, and so the junior sprint, we show up at this field, it's sitting there, and I'm like test driving this junior sprint, right? And I was
Okay.
very kind of quiet, like reserved, more shy, and I don't know that my parents thought that I would like really like it. And so I went out, and anyway, long story short, the car ended up being purchased by my dad.
Same day.
I can't confirm that. I don't
Okay.
know. My
That's
side
okay.
of the story is this. I went and spent the night with my grandparents for the weekend, which was normal. Like I did that.
Yeah.
I did that almost every weekend. And I came home on Sunday, and I went out to the shop. See, because this was still when my dad was racing.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
right at the end of his career. Because basically
How long
he
did your
stopped
dad race for?
30 years probably.
All here?
20, 30 years. Yeah, I mean, he raced all around the Northwest.
Okay.
He was in like NST
Oh, okay.
with Fred Brownfield. And I mean, he raced back with Rick Favre and when Barry Martinez was still racing full time and Randy Ridge.
He was-
all
yeah,
these guys.
yeah.
I mean, it was like the good old days, like we already talked about. Like we always get to hear about those, and they were all just everywhere. Mark Hewson, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody around the Northwest. They kind of it was different. I think then, not that I was alive to talk anything like I know, but I think it was different
Yeah.
that it was more of a community with like friends. Now it's very like, you pissed me off. You slid me dirty last week. I'm not going to talk to you for a month, right? It was very different then. Like they'd get over it. They'd drink beer and whatever. Now you got people on Facebook complaining at each other all day, and it's like, come on. There's the world's changed,
Yeah.
right? And so they're
we'll
all
probably
buddies.
look back in 30 years again, and
Oh, jeez. We'll see what else is new in 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just different. They're still all friends, and they were like, oh, we should all get Hornets and paint them up like our old race cars and go run Hornets together. They all ran NST and stuff like that together. So my dad raced, probably 20, 30 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I came home from my grandparents' house one Sunday, and I walked out in the shop, and the car's sitting there in the shop in our race shop.
Yeah.
Because I just walked out there thinking,
No.
my dad's working on his race car.
Yeah.
And I walk out and I'm like, what? Like, I didn't, I remember I can close my eyes and I can still see, like, walking into the shop. And there's this race car. And I was like, what? Because I never thought I would race. I never, ever thought I would race. I thought that when I was young, Kirby Hoyle was a flagman.
And you're gonna be the next Kirby Hoyle?
I was going to be the next flagman.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted to do. And I just, it was never, ever a thought, I guess because I was so young and I knew that my dad raced. So like there was never at that point there wasn't really that many young drivers. I guess Travis Roots would have been like the youngest really. And then we have the flood of young drivers come in after that, but there wasn't I never saw myself in that position or my family being in a position to do that. And so yeah, the car showed up and I started in the junior sprint at Deming my first full season would have been 2005. Okay. And yeah, we painted up my car so Casey Kane had a Mountain Dew car back when he was still with Evernham. Yeah. He had a Mountain Dew car, and we had got a hold of him because I wanted to be number 9, like his 9, and we were just going to do the number 9, whatever. And he's like, "Well, you can't." So you got a hold of Casey? Yeah. So my family knows. Oh, okay. Kelly and Tammy and all them fairly well. Like my mom and Tammy still talk very often. But they used to come when Casey when they had the 23K here. Yeah. At Skagit, Casey was driving it. I think Billy Kennelly drove the car as well. But they were Skagit. They were a Skagit car because they're from Enumclaw. Yeah. And they would come up and stay at the shop. Well, I don't know this firsthand. Okay, these are the stories. But the stories. They would stay at the shop. Yeah. When they would come up for the big races, and so we got to know him that way. And so yeah, we just could get a hold of him, I guess. I don't know how my mom did it. I was 9. I don't know. Anyways, we got a hold of him probably through his mom, through Tammy. And he's like, "Hey, the Evernham the little fast looking little thing on the 9, that was the E for Evernham, and that was copyrighted." Oh. So if you ever look at the 9, there's a little registered trademark circle. That's why. Yeah, because there's it by every number. Yep. In NASCAR, or probably probably Formula 1 has them too, but I couldn't be number 9. Tragic. So I had a calendar, or my mom, whoever, had a Casey Kane calendar, and the number 9 was really big on the front of it, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, so my dad was number 56, and I'm like, well, I guess I can be number 56. We took it to Skagit Valley Signs, and they drew a 5 and a 6 out of this 9. So essentially, they flipped the 9 upside down, cut the E off of it, the little marks, made a 6, and then cut the little chunk out of the 6 to make a 5. And that's how my 56 was designed originally back in 2005. So that was like a custom built number out of Casey Kane's number 9, just because I couldn't be number 9. Casey, so sad. So that's tragic, really. It is so tragic, but it worked out. It worked out just fine. It's a cooler story. It became like my number, right? We made little modifications to it as I went. Now I'm number 95, but it's it was started all that way with the junior sprint up at Deming, and several, what was that, 20 years ago? Yeah, 20 years ago. Yep. I'm old now, so that's it happens. It's all good. I don't know. So did you go through the progression of Deming juniors, restricted, opens? I did. Did you ever run a 1200? I never did 1200. I feel like a 1200 is a very skippable step. I never did 1200. I don't know. A 1200, like a 1200 to a sporty. I think the 600 class was good because it was so competitive. Yeah. And still is, but there was a lot of depth. I mean, there were B mains, deep B mains every week. And I was in the B main a lot. Mm-hmm. And I felt like every time, it was kind of frustrating actually growing up, because I felt like every time I got to a point where I could be like consistently at the front of any class, whatever class I was in, I got moved up. Yeah. So it was like junior sprint, got a few wins, moved up to restricted. Restricted, got running, I don't even know, 1 or 2 wins maybe? Yeah. Went to open. And it's like, what the heck is going on? Got to open, got to where I could run. It was hard. And we didn't have anything fancy, right? Like this was still when we had carburetors. There weren't fuel-injected motors and stuff when I raced. So just having the right combo. I mean, the guys that were racing against, I was like, dude, this is almost not even fun, because we're going there to run, hopefully, mid to back of the A main. And we finally got to a point where we were like top 10, maybe top 5. I don't even remember. And then I moved up to Skagit. And so it was like, God, like every time. So did you ever get a win in the opens then? No. Really? Never even won. 600 open. Nope. I won like 1 or 2 in the restricted class, and then never won in the open. It was more the idea of like, hey, I'm getting some confidence, right? And there was never like a time to really shine in any of it because it was just like move, right? And so we got those cars, like I told you, we got them from Kirk Fellers, and I had no idea what to expect. I was like, we actually, you know what? My first car, my dad and I went to California to go get. It was an ART. Shoot, whose car was that?
Before you had Fellers?
Before I got Fellers cars, it was an ART. We painted it blue, and it was a blue, white, and yellow car, and I ran it. That was like my first car in the sportsman class. We ran a half season.
What year would that have been?
That was 2010. So we ran like a half season in that, and I had got my first win in July, and we were like, you know what? We're going to go out and run 360 show because we need the laps.
Yeah.
So we go out and run it, and the combo arm on the left front broke coming out of 4, and the car just went straight into the fence, like right there. We're sitting up in the booth, by the way, so I'm pointing. It like
We're
right there
looking
by
down
that
at
light.
Oh, okay.
Like right there by that light, just where that monster truck dirt pile is. And it's just like, it's on YouTube. You can look it up.
Oh, really?
And it was in the heat race, and I'm just cruising in last place because I'm in a sporty, right?
Yeah.
Just getting some laps.
In a 360 race. Yeah.
In a 360 race, and because I'm just there, more experience. And the thing just boom and right turn into the fence. I'm like, oh my God. And it sucked. I remember getting out of the car and I was like, oh no, my body panels got ripped off. The car's completely junk. But when you reckon a 600, that's nothing like that at all. And I'm looking, oh my God, my car, I've only raced it 3 times and the graphics are messed up and the paint, like we just did all this work.
What do you do?
And because that was the only car we had,
for sure.
we're like, we're just going to go get some laps and see what Skagit is. And unfortunately, that car was then toast.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what we did after that. If we got I don't even remember. Did we get a triple X maybe? I don't know.
So you didn't go Fellers then? Or
I think we got a triple X.
Or was that
You know what? We did. It was an orange car. I'm pretty sure that was 2010.
Okay.
It was an orange frame. I think we got it from like Rick Favre. Rick Favre had it because he was racing for Big John's Motorsports.
Yeah.
In the 38. I don't know why it was orange, whatever, not an important
like,
part of the story. It was orange. We called it the Great Pumpkin. Okay? It had an orange frame, white body, and I got a win in it though.
Really? Oh, okay.
Oh, it was the crustiest looking thing. The wing, I don't remember where we got the top wing. The powder coat's peeling off of it. It was a nice looking blue. It was almost like a Rudine blue, but it was like peeling off. And we painted. Matt Dynes was actually helping us at the time, and I remember taking the tail tank out to the middle of the yard with a bomb can of like Rust-Oleum spray paint. We're like, yeah, this is blue. It'll match the wing. It turned out to be this like purple, like dark blueberry color. It was hideous. We still talk about it to this day. It's
Rudine blue is nowhere near.
Well, the wing was Rudine blue.
Well, I'm just using that as
we were absolutely nowhere close. And whatever, it was a good time. We got a win in that car. I remember that. But then it was the next year that we went and got the rocket cars because, of course, my dad remembered racing rockets. I mean, rockets were good cars back in the day,
then,
right?
I remember hearing rocket chassis all the time.
There's still some that are out here.
Yeah.
And so we went and got those, and they were good cars for me. I got several wins in the car, but when Triple X was like, "Hey, we want you," because I think at this, like later on in that year, again, here I am, 2011, winning a few races in the sportsman class, and then we're like, we're moving up to 360. Like, God,
here we go.
Bless. So there was never really that time to like just be dominant in a class, because we moved up to 360, and I'm glad we had to deal with Triple X because I went through a lot of cars.
Did you?
Real quick. Yeah, it was rough.
You and I on Saturday talked about wrecking cars while learning, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. I think I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, Erik, these guys out here in the sportsman class learning. I learned.
Was it all
in a 360, and it was bad. Yeah, that was rough. Poor crew.
You're still here now, so
I'm still here.
Clearly, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's more it was bad on the wallet.
Well,
you know what though? So we'll talk about this again. The people that I had around me, were willing to put money, personal money, into me being in a race car. And that I cannot even explain now. In the moment, of course, you're like, well, yeah, I need to race because the racetrack can't go without me there, right? Like that's your mentality.
Yeah.
And you very quickly realize that it can when something happens that way, which is just it. I used to get so down if I had a bad week, even if I finished second, right? It's like, oh,
Like you're saying, yeah.
I could have done this and this, and my whole week was ruined. I was at school, and I'm just like in a bad mood because I had a bad week at the racetrack, and everybody at school is asking, how'd you do? And you're like, oh, I sucked, and it ruined the whole mood, my whole mood.
Yeah, because you never want to say you sucked.
Well, no, I don't want to say I sucked.
Well, if kids are asking, how'd you do? You don't want to go, well, I.
Or when the kids come up to you and they go, oh, I saw you at the racetrack on Saturday, and you look terrible. Because in high school, people are mean. Oh, man. They don't care.
They're ruthless.
They're rude, yeah.
I don't miss high school worth anything.
Yeah, turn that page. We out. The, it was just, you'd get so in your head, right? And so, looking back now, the appreciation I have for not only the people and the money and whatever, but the time that people put into working on race cars for me to go drive them or for whoever to go drive them is just, you can't even, you can't, there's not a word for it. It's selfless.
Yeah.
You're giving up your free nights to go be with your wife, girlfriend, dinner, out doing whatever you want. And you're giving that to someone for them to go have fun.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be that fun, in my opinion, to go work on a car and just watch somebody else go have fun in it. Right? Well, I guess, you helped Colin. Is it that fun?
Yeah. It's
I'm curious I want to circle back to this, to your perspective on helping somebody. Because to me, and of course, it's maybe an unfair judgment because of my perspective on it, but to me, the fun is being on the track. There's nobody with you. You're in the car. There's nobody telling you what to do or what you have to do. You just go and do it. And so you're kind of in that zone of just like your happy place. Like you focus and you just do your thing. For somebody to be willing to just give up time, money, whatever, for somebody to go do that's not themselves is just, I think that is such an underappreciated part as a driver that I can't explain enough of how much that truly, truly means. And I honestly, I feel like such a terrible person for not explaining that to people until the last couple years. Because I think my perspective has changed so much since I've been hurt, really. I think, honestly, that was the turning point for me. Kind of at the first point of getting hurt. I want to talk about
that more, yeah.
Yeah, especially last year getting hurt. It's like, man, there's so much more here than just what's on the surface of what there is to be grateful for in what we do. And those people just don't hear it enough at all. So even if I see somebody that's helping somebody else in the pits, I'll just walk up, right? And I'm like, hey, I know nobody's told you today. You're doing a great job, right? Like, or thank you for being, like, because I can almost guarantee you the driver that they're with hasn't said that.
Yeah.
Because that driver's in tunnel vision of what they need to do. And just to hear it, even though I have nothing to do with whatever team, to hear it from somebody, I think makes a huge difference. And so the people that aren't appreciated, I mean, I'll say it too, the push truck drivers.
Oh, yeah.
When's the last time somebody told them they're doing a good job and thanked them? I stopped every one of the push truck guys like 2 weeks ago, and I shook their hand. They're coming down the pits. They probably thought I was stupid or something. I don't know. I shook all of their hands.
They probably appreciate
like,
it,
hey,
and it stuck with them.
I appreciate you guys. Because, sure, they might not put all of the time that we're putting into our race cars as far as maintenance and stuff goes. They still have to show up. They're here the same amount of time we are, sometimes longer.
Without them, your car's not starting.
We literally don't go.
Yeah.
So, thank you for being here, right? Like, thank you for the sacrifice and the time, and I just, there's a new appreciation for all of it. I think me too, being on the side of like announcing when I'm not racing.
Yeah.
You see all the concession people. You see the ticket people. You see the souvenir people, the, push truck drivers and all that. There's so many different aspects to a racetrack that people don't see and you can't even wrap your head around it because you're running a You're running a food court. You're running a race. You're running a timing and scoring entertainment thing up here in the tower. You've got beer gardens. You've got this, that, and whatever else is going on. It's parking. You're running a parking lot. You're running a camping service. You're running there's so many layers to a racetrack that I heard Brad Sweet and I think Kyle was on it too, but they were talking about just the amount of work that goes into running Silver Dollar Speedway. They were talking about it, and Brad was like, dude, people don't even know. Yeah. Filling up a cooler of beer. Yep. Or whatever it is, checking in all the soda.
To do it. Yeah.
There's so much that has to happen, and people just see, they turn the lights on in the track, whatever, and this and that, and why isn't this ready?
That's been one of the probably the funnest things to see when kind of working here full time now is. I knew there's only more, but just to see everything that really is going behind just what makes one Saturday night happen is there's countless cogs and aspects and people and personnel and things to make one night happen, and then you go and throw a 3-night show or a 2-night show, and how much bigger of a scale it has to be.
Oh.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because it's rewarding when it goes well.
Yes, it's a lot of work. A lot, so many more hours than you think it takes, just for a weekly show. Literally just for a weekly show where you're going, well, that was a mediocre week of racing. From a fan goes on Facebook, Skagit Speedway. If you only knew, I wish you could sit here and be with the people that get it all done. Because so often there's one or two names that get thrown out, right? That's why didn't so-and-so do better and whatever. There's so many more people to it than that I so wish people could see the amount, because I worked here when Steve Byler owned the place.
Yeah. How long did you work here for? I mean,
3 or 4 years probably.
Okay.
It was right out of high school, literally right out of high school. I worked here. Ryan Newton-Boom was the marketing guy. So I was working really just straight to Ryan and Steve.
Ryan
Newton-Boom.
Okay.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
He's a Skagit Farmer Supply now.
Yeah.
He was a marketing guy. And it was he and I actually we were right down here. There was a trailer that used to be down here, trailer office. And he was on one side, I was on the other side. And we were every day. I mean, we were in there, and I would do the posters. A lot of the stuff that Lisa does now is kind of what I did, but she does it way bigger now because
she does a really good job.
As the world has changed, there's a lot more to do. So she's got a full plate all the time.
And Lisa does a phenomenal job with everything she does.
She does so much stuff. Oh my God, she'll show me what do you think of the poster that I did, or here's the ads that are out on the freeway video boards now, and all the different design stuff that she sent me for signs or whatever it is, and it's just holy crap, the list is long because there's administrative stuff on that too, that it's not just designing Facebook posts, there's a lot of other stuff. But so he and I used to work down in the trailer, and but I was you don't really have a title, and I know that they don't like titles here at Skagit Speedway, and for good reason, because there's not just one thing you do. Erik, you're in the office during the day you're recording this with me right now. You'll go and post it, but then tomorrow you're going to go check in an order for the beer garden or whatever. There's not, Erik, we need you to go paint the interstate batteries restart zone, right? Whatever it is, somebody's got to do it.
So I haven't checked in the beer order, but yeah.
Well, tomorrow you have to. So.
Okay, that works for me.
Good luck.
But that's usually Blake's job.
There's so much that goes into this place that. That could be a whole nother episode, honestly, because you could go and take little interviews with everybody what do you do during the day? I was like, the list, there's no end.
It goes on and on.
There's literally no end to the list. Anyways, what's next? I can't remember what even got us on that subject.
You were being appreciative. You were speaking really well.
I try to be appreciative.
You were. That came out when you sounded wrong. You were. Anyways.
Say it.
No, you were speaking really well.
I just try. I think it's important that people hear that they're appreciated.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I know if I hear it, it boosts me. Like anybody. If you're at your job and you tell you're doing a good job, you're like, all right, a little more pep in my step. Let's go. We're gonna bust through this day and get it good. I can't stress enough that the amount of time that people put into this is so underappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Drivers, crew, sponsors, people here, employee, whatever. Like, a little bit of appreciation. Give people some appreciation and see their face light up. Because it happens. Seriously.
It does.
All those push truck drivers, I'm walking up to them like, oh, God. Like, what's he have to say? And I stick my hand out and they're like, oh, thank you. Like, it surprises people because we get so in this cog, like, we'll circle back to what we talked about earlier, is you're always looking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You're never appreciated, like, in the moment. And you can tell because you appreciate people and they're surprised.
Yeah.
Like, we need to do a better job. We need to do a better job of that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you're doing a good job, Erik.
You're doing a good job.
Keep up the good work over there.
You mentioned it. I kind of want to, if you're open to it, talk about your injuries. You had one last year, probably just a little bit past a year ago now. It was the 360 Nationals.
Yep.
What was that process like?
Oof.
You broke. Remind me, it was a vertebrae in your neck, right?
Yes, I broke. So I had compression fractures in my upper. I can't even remember the name, what vertebrae they were. I could look them up if you want me to.
No,
you'd have to edit some time out of the
okay.
podcast so I can look it up. The vertebrae were in my upper back that had compression fractures, and then I had broke. And I'm gonna get dumb here for a sec because I don't know what it's called, but like your vertebrae, the main body of your vertebrae is like a circle, right?
Yeah.
Like, and there's little, I'm going to call them flags that kind of come off the side, like little arm things.
Yeah.
And the one side was cracked completely away from the center part of my vertebrae. And so, from like the main body of the vertebrae. And so, when I went, how far do you want me to go? Do you want me to just go to the crash?
Wherever you're comfortable going.
Okay, so the crash happens.
Yeah, the crash. It was was it Friday night or Saturday night?
It was Saturday. I was running for like 94th position in the A main. And thank you, Brock Lemley, by the way, for letting me run your car. That was super good. I was very honored, actually, that Brock had asked me to drive his car. Of course, it didn't end anywhere near the way we wanted it to, but I was like, dude, Brock, because that's one of the other guys that I grew up watching here.
Oh, I remember watching Brock race here all the time.
Years and years and years and decades and whatever, and Deming and Skagit and everything. And so for him to ask me to drive his car was like, dude, what? Like, what? Brock wants me to drive his car? So anyway, wreck happens. Before I'm even done flipping, I know I'm hurt. Like,
really?
I could feel it. There was one of the hits, maybe like the third to last hit or something, that I'm like, oh no, because you just know
that didn't feel right.
I'd had compression fractures previously, and it was a very similar feeling. You just know something's different. Like when you wreck and nothing's wrong, you just kind of I hit my elbow, whatever. But the adrenaline's normally so just pumping that you don't really recognize. I knew immediately before I even was done flipping that I was hurt, and I'm like, "Are you?" Because we were running for points last year in the 410. I'm just in this one-off 360 race to get some laps thinking, oh, cool, like I'll just not take a week off and we'll go. Yeah, so hurt my back. I thought that there was something leaking on my hand. What was weird is that it, like, my whole right hand went tingly.
Yeah.
Like numb tingly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's not good, right? Like this should not be numb. Yeah. And because it happened all about simultaneously as you feel your back kind of like pop, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
But then this is all numb, and I'm like, oh no. Well, then my hand feels hot, right?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh dear God, is there oil coming from somewhere, or is that just my nerves screwed up, thinking it's hot? So I jumped out of the car real quick because I'm like, this thing does not need to catch on fire or whatever. So I got out of the car. Everybody thought I was okay. I was mad because there was contact with another driver, and I'm not going to get into that, but I was mad that even happened. I'm like, we're running for, like, literally last.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And so I get out, and they're like, are you okay? And they could tell I wasn't. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I want to go talk to this guy.
Yeah.
So let me walk across the track. And they're like, we're going to come find you in the pits. The safety crew did. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I want to walk this way.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember that.
I probably shouldn't have, obviously, looking back now, but in the moment,
hindsight's 20/20. Always.
Like, what are we doing? And so I walk across the track and I get to the trailer, and the safety crew showed up, and they're like, hey, we need to take a look at you. And I'm like, all right. And so I knew, I'm like, hey, something's wrong in this area of my back, so you've got your suit off and the Nomex, and they're kind of feeling around or whatever. And they're like, does that hurt? I'm like, no. The pain that you feel with a back injury is so internal. Like, you could probably punch me and it's going to hurt it doesn't even hurt on the surface.
Really?
You feel it in your spine. Like, you feel that impact kind of like move your spine. It's the most bizarre. You feel everything's connected at that point because something's hurt. Yeah. And so you can actually feel like, oh, that's connected to that. Oh, that's good. Because you're feeling it at the core of your body. Yeah. It's so weird. And so, not that it hurt, but everything was getting tight. Mm-hmm. My neck's tight, whatever. And so, of course, I didn't do transport from the track because I'm back in the pits and the races are over. I'm signing autographs. And my mom was like, you're going with me. Like, I'm taking you to the hospital.
So you weren't, okay.
And I'm like, okay. Where I'm going to go get told that I have compression fractures, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so, because that's what it felt like. And so we get to the hospital, and I go in, and hey, he's had a neck injury or something because he was in a wreck. Oh, geez. They grab everything. They're like, you need a neck brace right now. You're going to go to this room and get briefed on whatever. I don't remember what it's called. They take you to this room, right? And there's what happened, and I'm like, well, it was in a race car. They don't really understand.
Did you go Bellingham, or did you go
Bellingham? I do all my medical stuff in Bellingham. Like, all my diabetic doctors and stuff are all up there and everything. But they take me into the room, and I'm in a neck brace, and I'm like, dude, what? Like, why am I in a neck brace right now? Like, I don't need to be in a neck brace. Yeah. My back hurts. I already know I have compression fractures. Like, let's just cut this out. Like, what are we doing? So then they move me back to the room, and they're like, we need to do CT scans, blah, blah. So we do the CT scans, and they go, hey, your fractures. And I'm like, fractures? Like, multiples? He's like, yeah, your neck and your upper back. And I'm like, dude. So we sat there for like 2 hours. I don't even remember what my reaction was. I kind of thought, okay, I'll be back in a couple weeks. Because this was in the end of July. Yeah. So my mind's going, okay, we're like a month-ish away from high limit. If I can be off for like 3 weeks, I'll come back for high limit. And then the reality sets in of like, oh, my neck's messed up. And they tell you, oh, it's going to be 8 to 12 weeks of being in a neck brace. And everything just kind of like, it didn't really hit me then, but it puts you in this weird headspace of like, wait, because you're making plans, right?
Yeah,
like you're making plans for the rest of the year. I got the rest of the year to race. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm talking about when I say it can all be taken. Because I was out there just for some laps in Brock's car. Like, I'm driving Brock's number 10 car, dude. Like, this is pretty cool. And, we're going to have some beers after the races and hang out. And we'll go put my seat back in the 410 and go run the rest of the season. Yep. And it's all taken away from you in a split second. And that really changed my perspective on, I guess, the reality of what your role is as a driver, because you're not, I don't want to say you're not needed, but it will go on without you. You
realize how quickly it passes by.
It'll go on without you. And so to stand up in the stands and watch Colton Heath run my car the next week and go win, I'll be honest, it hurt.
Oh, I bet.
It hurt. And I'm standing up there with Matt, and I'm like, cool. Like, that should be me, And that really, like, kind of changed my brain a little bit of, like, it's okay. Yeah. And it took me a while to get there. Because at first I was, I'm like, cool, Colton Heath won the first 410 race for Dynes Racing. Mm-hmm. Like, I know as dumb as that sounds. Not there a long time,
yeah.
Like, Matt and Lisa came to me to start Dynes Racing. Mm-hmm. And it was our thing. And we've been friends for so long. And, I introduced Matt and Lisa, by the way. Don't mean to brag. Matt was my crew guy. And
I was going to ask how you started with Dynes Racing. So we'll come back to this.
The hurt, really, that, I mean, I was excited. Yeah. But not. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, that should be me winning, not and not saying that the night would have gone any of the way it did. But that should be me giving that to Matt.
Because that's your car.
That's my car.
Yeah.
We put Colton's name on the side, but that don't mean it's Colton's car. And so that was rough. And I haven't really ever told anybody that. But
well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, anybody's going to feel like some jealousy.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's a natural. I think it's a natural reaction to have.
Yeah, it was fine. It was good. Whatever. Good job, Colton.
You've got to win this year.
Yeah, I finally got my 410 win. But so as weeks go by and I'm not doing anything, I'm sitting in a neck brace, just like hopefully getting better.
Did you have to sleep in the neck brace? Like,
I slept in the neck brace.
24/7, maybe minus shower.
I showered without it. But even then, like, you know how you normally, like, put your head under the water, just kind of, like, moving your neck? Couldn't do that. So I'm, like, luckily the shower head's, like, you can take it off and, like, whatever. But it was weird to learn how to sleep with a neck brace.
That'd be so uncomfortable.
Your head's kind of floating. It got kind of comfortable. I mean, I got used to it.
Well,
there were a lot of nights I slept on the couch because it felt better to sit up. Because there's weight.
I guess that makes sense.
When you get to like this level of sitting down, the weight that's on your spine,
and this level in a audio podcast is very
well. Okay, when you get to like what angle would you call this? A 45?
Yeah, about a 45.
When you get to like a 45-degree angle as you're laying down, you realize how much weight is pulling on your spine because it hurts. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it hurts. And so about that point, I would like kind of prop up at just over a 90, I guess. And just set my chin on this neck brace and just kind of let it float. And you would kind of just like let it float and just do this and fall asleep. And that was the way I did it, man. Even in bed, I was at the same angle. I wasn't laying down flat. Yeah. It was harder after I finally got the neck brace off to sleep with my head on the pillow again.
Because it was so used to
Because I was so used to it. I was like, whoa, my head, like the back of my head, my hair is on a pillow. Like, whoa. How sad, right?
Which is ironic because you did that probably for, 29 years of your life, and you spend 12 weeks in a neck brace, and all of a sudden it's,
It was,
it's like, what is
it was weird, because you just get used to it. You get in the habit of it and whatever. And of course, everything was so tender and whatever as it's healing that you're like, oh, this is the new reality of what I am now, and blah, blah, blah. And luckily for me, when I went back to get checked before they said I could take it off, they because the whole idea here was that the little flag thing on the side of my vertebrae would start growing back to the main body.
You had no surgery, right? It was just a neck brace and time,
and
right?
Not doing anything, and I probably did more than I was supposed to do, but I got in trouble at one of my checkups. Whatever, that's fine. It turned out okay. Probably not 100%, but whatever. Yeah, they got mad at me.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I think was when they told me that I could take it off, but I still wore it a little bit because I was like, if you feel sore, you can put it back on. And there were a few days where I was like, this isn't good because you lose so much strength, like your neck, right? Your neck has been supported by this neck brace for 12 weeks. And so it's like, well, you got to go back to your normal neck now. And it was fine. Like there were some days before I was supposed to, I would take it off and kind of walk around the shop or whatever. And everybody at the shop would yell at me. And I'm like, dude, I'm washing the pads on it or whatever. But it was, God, it's in the middle of summer too. It's so hot. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to wear this thing. Like it's all sweaty and nasty. Yeah. Like I need to clean it. And so I wore it a few times after, but not really that much. Just enough to like feel better again.
Yeah,
it was fine. It was good. I'm fine now. Not good.
You're back in a race
Not
car.
good. I'm fine. Yeah, they cleared me that I could race.
Not good. Do you still have lingering?
A lot of days forget that I was even hurt.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's what you want.
A lot of days I forget I was even hurt. There's sometimes if I sleep wrong, like anybody, if you sleep wrong and you're like, oh, God, I'll be like, oh, my neck needs to pop or whatever. But I'm like, I don't want to go too hard because I don't want to because there's in the back of your mind, it's like, oh, but I broke it, right? And it isn't fully healed.
No.
Like if we're being completely honest here, it takes like a year to get completely healed. So I'm still a few months away from being fully healed. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a risk to be in a car, but I asked the guy, the neurosurgeon up in Bellingham, when I went in there to be cleared to take it off, I'm like, hey, am I going to be able to race again?
Yeah.
Because I went into that appointment fully expecting him to tell me no.
Really?
Because I had 12 weeks to come to terms with life, and it's like my whole life's racing.
Yeah.
My entire life since I was 9, I haven't had a normal summer. Traveling, doing vacations and camping, whatever. I've never done that, as most of us have not, because we're all racing people, right? We're at a racetrack every weekend, and so that would be really hard for me.
Yeah.
To try to learn how to have like a quote unquote normal kid summer or whatever. No, it was interesting because I went in and I was fully expecting to be told no, and he goes, well, when's racing start? And I said, and this was like late October, early November. And it was when's racing started. I said, well, April or May. He goes, oh, yeah, by then you'll be fine. He's like, as long, you want to go and get another scan to make sure that it's actually, I'll say, gluing itself back together. That crack is fusing back. But he's like, you should be fine. It's not going to be fully healed for like another 12 months. Like, because it just takes that long to build the strength back in the bone. But he's like, you'd be fine to do that. I'm like, oh. So I'm immediately leaving. I'm like barely out the door from the checkout desk, and I'm messaging Matt, I can race again, Because we're like, oh, do we have to sell everything? Like, is Matt going to find another driver? Like, what are we going to do? And, it was the good news was that I could get back in a car. Of course, everybody thought I was crazy. They still think I am. Like, what are you doing getting back in a race car? Is that really the best idea? I'm like, is it the best idea? Well, probably not.
Is it the best idea even if you've never been hurt?
That's exactly what the doctor said.
You could get hurt doing
That's what the doctor
anything
said.
In life.
He goes, you're not at any higher risk than you already were. Right? Like, if you were to get back in a car, you're not at any higher risk than what you were in the car already. And I went and I got a new seat. We spent so much money on safety.
I've heard at least how much safety is in your car.
God, it's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous.
It's for safety.
It's becoming, here's the thing. When we first said, like, okay, here's what we're going to do to the car, it's becoming normal now.
Yeah.
The chasm,
So what's the chasm?
So the chasm is like, I'll call it a shock absorber for your seat when you wreck. So
they put their little,
you'll see it on
hockey pucks that go under, right?
They're foam. So they have different densities.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's brackets that my seat bar is mounted to the, not welded, but mounted to the frame. And then there's these, I'll call it retainers, that hold the foam, the high density foam that goes in there. And they have different foam densities for your weight and things like that. And so you have to weigh yourself with your seat, and then Chasm says, okay, this would be number 7 or whatever for your pucks. And you have to replace the pucks every so often because just running on a rough track, obviously it's going to compress those and whatever, and then they're less effective. But there's so much to that chasm system that it was like when we installed it, we're like, oh my gosh. But really, like Cam Smith got in a pretty good wreck earlier this season. He goes, I am so glad I had the chasm. He's like, if I didn't have that, I probably would be hurt right now. Yeah. And so you're seeing more of these wrecks and stuff happen, and it's like, well, so now people go, well, did you have a chasm? Did you have a chasm? And I know there's other systems out there that you could argue are better or worse, and I just think if you're going to do it, especially, I mean, we saw several wrecks last year that turned out much, much, much worse than mine. Chase Johnson and Justin Cox, and they both got hurt within a couple weeks of each other, and of course Justin, he had some compression fractures, and Chase I think that's the number one example for everybody, and he's using his platform really positive, which is awesome to see that he's keeping his spirit up, because that could be
so difficult,
just devastating, completely devastating. And I'm sure it is. Like, I can't even imagine his recovery and his coping for his life, right? Because his life, like every other driver's, is all racing. And so to see him still have a smile on his face and out and doing stuff, and all the physical therapy that he does, and oh my gosh,
how hard he's working to just try and get something.
It's
so fun.
that's inspiration.
I
like
agree,
that
100%.
guy, like because he's gone and done all these big races and USAC and 360 stuff and NARC and all this stuff, and he I think the coolest thing he probably did was take his car. Did you see when he took his car on Sonoma Raceway?
I talked to him about my one like Chase Johnson interaction was Dirt Cup. Would have been last year. I had saw he taken his car to Sonoma, and I had asked him. I had to ask him about him. I was like, what was that like? Phenomenal guy. Had a great conversation. Him and I talked maybe for 5-10 minutes about it, and then I had to keep moving on. But yeah.
That would have been so cool.
He's such a nice guy.
Well, that video went viral.
That video was...
Because they're burning off their tires, like, on the drag strip part of Sonoma. That was so cool. Yeah.
I remember him saying, though, he's like, it wasn't as bad of tire wear as he thought it was going to be.
Of tire wear?
Yeah. When they actually did the oval part.
Well, I guess when you feel... It probably felt a lot worse than what it actually was.
I could be wrong, but
I'm sure.
Chase was such a...
Yeah, he's
great.
He's super, super... That's an inspiring story right there.
Oh, I agree.
Like, you look at somebody to make lemonade out of some lemons, like that guy.
He's made a whole superstore.
Oh my god! Like, I love following him and seeing his stuff because it's
do too.
super inspirational. But he, God, we got way off topic. What were we even talking about? I don't even know. My neck injury, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, the chasm. Yes,
yeah, the chasm system.
Circled back.
You get there.
We got the chasm system.
Yep.
I went. Mandy and Darren at Ultra Shield got a new seat. Went and saw Dave Sharpley at Sharp Advantage and got a new seat insert. Dave talked to me a lot about neck restraints.
Are those as fitted as a NASCAR seat is? Where that's molded? Can you get
It's molded.
Kind of yeah.
It's molded. So you can get like
I don't feel like I've seen that as much in sprint cars where you have a molded seat, but is that possible?
Well, I'm sure it is, but I mean the seat you kind of order to your dimensions, right?
Yeah,
so
I know that.
The insert though, like, because Dave Sharpley and Mandy and Darren, they're all super close. Super, super close. And so Mandy is who I talked to directly at Ultra Shield. She got the seat just sent directly to Dave, which most people do that Dave get a Dave insert. Yeah. And then you go get fitted for it. So you sit there, he's got the foam and stuff that he mixes up, and you get in the car. He kind of puts the base in there, and he knows exactly how to do it, right? Like, he knows the ratio and all this stuff. And so you get in the car, and he's kind of molding it around you and going, okay, like this fits better with your ribs here, because they'll build the seat a little bit deeper and a little bit wider than it really needs to be for the insert, because they know that the insert's going in. And so they or Dave, I should say, puts all the foam kind of tucked in around you, and you'll sit there for a while because there's like this like vacuum sucker air thing that kind of tightens the bag around the stuff, and it's a process. I mean, I flew to Indy for it, right? Like, because that's where Dave's at, and I got my first insert done several years ago with him, and so I just knew, I was like, I'm going back to Dave's. And so with the seat there and everything, I went. That was really cool area he's in with like CSI and Excalibur graphics and stuff. It was kind of cool to go visit.
That's kind of fun area.
But Dave, super good guy. Okay. He taught me stuff about neck restraints, so I ended up getting a new neck restraint. I'm on the hybrid now, so that was different.
Do you like that better than the over the shoulder? It
doesn't feel as bad as what I thought it was going to, because you see the hybrid. Have you seen it on guys?
I think the hybrid actually looks better.
It stays like right here.
Yeah.
And so in my head, I'm thinking, oh, that's going to be stupid. It's going to push your head way forward. It's going to be all, because you're going to be so uncomfortable.
The over the shoulder just looks uncomfortable to me, where the hybrid actually looks a little bit.
Are you talking about the Hans?
Yeah.
To me, so I ran a Hans before. To me, it was worse on my collarbone.
I say that
because it has
looks
those
like it would
front,
be.
like, and I think they make a shorter one now that would probably be better. But this was several years ago. I would always have bruised collarbones every single week because you crank yourself down pretty tight in these cars, and so it was always bruised. I'm like, oh, you're sore for a day or two, or if you race on like Saturday, or if you have a 3-day race, you're just sore.
Oh, you're so sore. See, and that's where I thought the hybrid actually looked like it would maybe.
I got the hybrid S.
Okay.
So you have not only your restraint that connects to your helmet, but there's also the part. It's like it comes longer down your torso, and there's little hooks.
Is that what the yellow straps are?
No, the yellow straps are quick release for your helmet. So if you need to unsnap it real quick, I don't have that. I have like the Hans clips on my helmet, but the down your torso,
Oh, okay.
there's a strap that connects to your belt. So the idea is that if you have a head-on impact forward, your neck restraint could always kind of get pulled up because your belts here are flexing right at your shoulders, and it could like move the neck restraint could move up your back.
Yeah.
This idea that it's wrapped around your torso and then it's fastened to your sub belt keeps it pulled down to where it can't do that. So in a crash, you're a lot more stable. So that's the idea with the Hybrid S. So that I liked that idea. My dad was like, yeah, like let's get that. So he got on and ordered it for me. Actually,
Yeah.
it wasn't even me that did it. He went on and ordered it and shipped it to me and stuff. And so I've been running the Hybrid S this year, and new helmet, new suit. While I was in India, I went to Hinchman and saw Nancy and got a new suit.
Just did the whole 9 yards.
I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, let's do this thing.
You can't be too safe,
You really can't. And
especially in a car like.
Something that I try to tell people again, like you can laugh at me and think whatever.
No.
Until you get hurt, you have no idea. It's not that I laugh at people, but it's frustrating, honestly, that people are willing to spend whatever, how many tens of thousands of dollars on a motor or new wheels or new brakes or new this or new that, and they're not willing to spend it on safety.
Yeah. Because that safety could literally save your life.
It could literally save your life, or your neck, or your back, or your whatever. We've seen the wrecks that just happened at Eldora with Aaron Reitzel, and then we saw the one with Brad Sweet and Tyler Courtney and all these guys that are getting in these wrecks and getting hurt. You think they don't have a bunch of that safety stuff? They do, and they're still getting hurt. Why would you cut corners when it's going to directly affect the driver and the person that's driving your car?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, spend the money. I really highly doubt it would be that hard for somebody to find a sponsor to go, hey, sponsor A, I need a new helmet.
Yeah.
Are you willing to sponsor me? The helmet costs $2,000. Can you sponsor me $2,000 and I'll put, your name, whatever?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a new helmet. Oh, absolutely. It's for you. It's not, we need some tires.
Yeah.
Right?
It's for your personal well-being.
It's for me. Like, are you willing to do that? Absolutely. Hey, I need some more money for my suit. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, your suit's 12 years old. You need some, your threads are worn, man.
I'm
like,
impressed you
need a new
found
suit.
a verification that's 12 years old.
Well, they kept moving it from suit to suit. See, so they're 12-year-old suit. No, I'm joking.
No.
But the cutting corners on
point,
safety is so just. I won't even say cutting corners. Just not taking it that seriously. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I see guys that still aren't wearing Nomex underwear. What? Like, wear the Nomex, man. We saw Cam Smith. I'll use a bad example here, but he went out and was packing, 3-4 years ago, and there was a fuel line loose on his car, and there was a fire in packing. Right? Like,
anything can happen. Glad
burn-
Cam's okay.
Yeah, I'm really glad he got back in a race car because that could have been a heck of a lot worse. We all know that. But it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
When people are okay, and I'm not thinking of anybody specifically at all. I'm just saying people in general seem to be okay with spending $15,000 or $20,000 on a motor upgrade, with injection and pistons and rods and this and that and whatever.
Yeah.
But we're not going to spend the extra $4,000 to $5,000 on some safety.
Yep.
What are we doing? Like, it doesn't mean that this stuff isn't passing safety tech, because it is. But take the extra step to protect yourself. Put the chasm in your car. Get a better neck restraint. Get a helmet that fits you right. Get a neck restraint that fits you right, and take the time to fit it. That's huge. You can have the best neck restraint in the world. If it doesn't fit right, it's doing you no good.
Yeah.
Spend a little bit of time that it takes.
A little bit of time.
In the grand scheme of things, it's a little bit of time. And it's a heck of a lot of safety measure that you're taking to take that little bit of time. Because if you get in a wreck, it's oh man, we should have taken the extra 15 minutes to fit the Hans better. 15 minutes. Then you're in a neck brace for 12 weeks. Take it from me. Not good, Erik. Not good.
I believe you on that.
I wish people would take it more seriously. Frustrating.
Understandable.
Frustrating. Sorry, I was hitting this chair.
That's okay.
The chair.
The mics.
I'm gonna beat through the side of the chair. I'm sure the
I mean,
microphones will pick up on it a little bit. Look at this.
This chair is.
It's cracked by the time I'm done telling
Has
the
seen
story.
seen better days.
It's seen days. Yes.
Yeah.
It's seen some days.
So how did you get involved with Dynes Racing then?
So my cousin, God, you can go back on YouTube and find some videos that he made. If you look up my name, there's some videos
Justin
that he
Youngquist
made.
on YouTube?
Oh, God bless.
Okay.
There's some.
I'll
It's
back
actually
you.
okay. In the moment though, it was really cool. And looking back, I'm really glad we did them because it's good memories and footage that I wish we could find the original footage and all the stuff he didn't use. I don't know where it is, but he went to school with video production stuff. So he made some videos, and he went to school with Matt. And the Dynes
is he an older
family.
cousin then?
He's 36, maybe. Yeah, 36, 37. Yeah. No, I don't think he's 37. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, JJ, my cousin, went to school with Matt, and he was like, "Hey, my cousin races. You know, we should go up." They used to play video games together all the time. My cousin races. We should go up and watch. And he was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." So they came up, and turns out our families knew each other. Like I think Matt's dad and my dad, or somehow they knew each other through the farms because Dynes used to have an egg farm in Burlington for decades, and my family used to be dairy farmers, so our families knew each other. And I went to school with Matt's younger sister, Delaney. We graduated the same year. Anyway, the details. So Matt comes to the races with JJ. Come down and meet us. Matt is like immediately intrigued by it, and they're like, "Oh, you should come hang out." So Matt starts hanging out with
Matt Dynes.
Matt Dynes starts hanging out, more at the shop and whatever. He kind of started helping me with like marketing stuff.
Oh,
so like building portfolio to
yeah.
present to sponsors and things like this. And so we did a lot of that, and he would come over to the shop and help with stuff and kind of talk to my dad and, "Oh, we need to get a hold of this sponsor and keep up with this because we're working on this one," and blah, blah, blah. And so that's how it kind of started. Well, Matt's around the car. And I had asked Lisa, I think I must have messaged her on Facebook or something. And I'm like, "Hey, can I have a photo or can I have some photos?"
when she was taking Skagit photos, so they were completely...
LisaSwanberg.com. I'm sure people remember. She was down in Turn 1 every week. And anyway, she was a photographer. And
His fate met in Turn 1, you with your flag.
Oh, come on. I know. Isn't it crazy? And I can't remember exactly how it all goes down. I think I'm gonna probably butcher this story, but Lisa had said, "Sure, you can have some photos, but I want my sticker on your car."
Yeah.
So she brought me some stickers, and I, as I understand, I was not at the car when she brought them, but Matt was. So she hands him the stickers. That's when they first meet. Okay. So fast forward a little bit. We've got the stickers on the car. We were having a fundraiser at one of my sponsors' business, and Lisa, I don't remember if she was just going to be there anyway or what the whole deal was. Probably there because Matt was going to be there. She knew Matt was going to be there. So she, wink, wink. Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not. The event goes. Matt's there, obviously, because he's helping us with the car and everything. Lisa was also there. They ended up sitting together like the whole time. I remember. I was like, "What is going on? This is weird. What's going on?" And I was like, "She's a photographer. Like, what the heck, right?" Because I didn't know them that well. And then they start dating, and I'm like, "What is going on right now?" And because it was weird for me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say weird. It was odd that two people that I didn't ever see talking really were like interested in each other. And fast forward, they get together. They end up getting married. I was in their wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember Matt proposing to her because I saw the post. He didn't even tell me. I saw the post on Facebook. They had gone somewhere and he like hid the ring in a cupcake or something like that, and she opened it and there's a ring, and I was like, "What?" And so they're getting married, and anyway, they had me in the wedding, and Matt was still a part of the team, the family team with my dad and stuff this whole time, and we end up. So I end up racing for several more years, and it's like off and on with Matt, helping or not, right? And because there was there were some seasons where it was like kind of rocky with like, what are we doing? Do we need extra people around? Do we need, like, who do we really need around the car? And so Matt was not there every race. And I think that was kind of weird because he and I had become like brothers at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent so much time together working on marketing portfolios and everything. It was just like, it got kind of weird without him there. And so we end up, fast forward again, we'll skip a bunch of years. I end up not racing in 2020.
Okay.
And I was up here doing the video broadcast.
Was that when you got your kind of start up here in some of the video stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I ran the production for the Skagit Speedway.tv broadcast during COVID times.
Yep. I've heard stories of those days.
Oh my God, that was so awesome. What a time to be alive.
Oh, yeah.
It was really fun, actually. It was bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
With having no fans. Totally crazy. Anyways, different story, different day. This is only chapter 1 of the podcast.
We'll have Justin
The podcast is only 72 hours long this week, guys. Sorry. We go, whatever. It must have been August.
Yeah.
And Matt goes, hey, I want to put a team together. He's like, I want to go to dinner. This was it. I want to go to dinner. Me, you, and Lisa. I'm like, okay. And so we go to dinner. And he's like, I want to put a team together. And I'm like, what? Because he'd just been... I don't want to be like, he wasn't like a team owner, right? He was just like, helped
He was a crew
us.
guy.
And he's like, I want to put a team together. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I want to have a team. Like, I want to own a car and you race it. I'm like, what? And by the way, Buffalo Wild Wings, a tie back to Buffalo, that's where we were. This Buffalo Wild Wings should sponsor the podcast. They've been in this podcast a lot.
We would love Skagit Speedway on the gas presented by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Absolutely.
It rolls off the tongue.
That'd be
on
lit.
the gas presented by Buffalo Wild Wings.
You know what? Matt can probably help us with the portfolio.
We'll drop a sponsorship for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay. We got it. Something.
We'll come back to this.
The meeting we just talked about, basically, okay, I want to have a sporty car. Well, let's go get a Sportsman motor.
Yeah.
But we need this amount of money. And I don't remember how much it was. I'll just throw out $20,000 because that seems about right. And I'm like, $20,000. I'm like, I haven't even raced this year. Where are we going to go ask for $20,000? And we found it and more with people wanting to help. And we're like, oh, this is real. Like, people really want to do this.
Yeah.
And or want to support us doing it, I should say. And the biggest thing that we said was like, okay, we got to find the money and we need crew because we can't do it ourselves.
No.
So Glenn Sakuma was literally the make or break on our team. Glenn, we tell him all the time, like, this would not be here if you didn't say yes, Glenn. Like, you were the key to this whole thing. Me and Matt could have had the dream forever, but if you said no, we wouldn't have done it. And
who is Glenn then?
Glenn, so he went to school with my dad.
Okay.
He used to help Mark Scutt when he raced here, several before I ever started. And when Mark stopped racing after 2010, Glenn came and helped us. So he's been in he's helped me every single season since 2010. Every single season. Yep.
Wow.
Like, literally has not stopped. Comes over every Tuesday for shop night, every single Tuesday of the year. Except maybe like 2. He goes and sees his family sometimes,
Yeah. Understandable.
And then he goes to Vegas. That guy, I want to get to Vegas with Glenn. That'd be he's so quiet, he'll hardly talk. But in Vegas, I feel like he's a different animal. He'd be so awesome. You need to meet Glenn. Meet Glenn next time. Okay. Anyways, so we were like, hey, we need to do this, blah, blah. So we figure out that we're going to do it. And we're talking, okay, well, we need a motor. We need this. We need that. The next meeting at Buffalo Wild Wings again. This time we were at the bar, though. We sat at the bar this second time.
High class.
We were figuring out our number. We're like, well, what number do we do? Because Matt was like, I think we should, like, I want it to be distinctively different. I don't want you to be number 56 because you've been 56 through your entire racing career. Like, let's do something different. And so Lisa was like, we're all throwing numbers out. We're like, well, 87, no, because Aaron Reitzel. And, oh, no, that's 18 is Jason Sowell. We're trying to do something that nobody had. And so we start just writing all these numbers down. And we got to 95. And she's like, well, 95, like, this kind of looks like 56 upside down if you did it right. And because we're looking at pictures of old cars and stuff. And I was like, oh, like, you're kind of right. And I was born in 95. Then obviously Lightning McQueen, like, come on.
Yeah.
And so it all just worked to be 95. And we fortunately got sponsors and then some for what we needed to hit our goal. And then we go out the very first race, we got a car from Brandon Harkness because he had run 360s for a few years. He's black and green, number 29 up here. We got his old car. We got a new motor from Shark and everything, and came out and we ended up winning the championship, which was really cool because I'd never won a championship in anything.
So did you go from sporty to 360 back to sporty?
Yes.
Okay.
So I only ran Sportsman the 1 year I'll say year and a half, 2010, 2011.
Okay.
And then from 12 to 2019 was in a 360.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there was a couple 410 races. My dad got a motor from Jerry Edson in 2016.
Okay.
2015? I don't remember. It's when they put the red dirt on the track. Steve put the red dirt on the track. That was the year that we got the 410. Anyways, we ran that for a few races, not ever a full season, but so it's nothing like the 410 I have now. We have a Ryder engine now. Whoo, baby. It rips, man. Seriously, it's insane. But still technically a 410 that I had. So we had that. I blew that up. That was sad. That was really sad, actually, because my dad had bought it, and we had some sponsors help us buy it too. But it was we're gonna run 410, and that's when it was not an official 410 class.
Yeah.
And so there were 8 cars, maybe. I remember Taylor Malsum, Matt Jensen, some of those names were out there. Brock was running a car. But yeah, those were fun.
Sorry, I probably sidetracked you.
Fun races.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were we even at?
Dynes
Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that Dynes Racing has I don't want to say exploded, but it's
taken off. It's
grown.
Yeah.
We literally thought when we started, we're gonna have a white car that looks like a Paul Silva car with a number on it, and we're gonna go race. That's seriously what we thought, and very fortunate to have. I mean, we were like, oh God, where are we gonna put this logo? Because another person wants to be involved, and that was really cool to kind of be away for a minute and then come back, and so many people wanted to help support it that it was very cool. Again, there's the help and everything that people don't get thanked enough for. I think those sponsors included. Sponsors, partners, there's people that help me that don't even have a logo on my car.
Yeah.
That don't want to be recognized.
But they want to help.
But they want to help, and they want to be a part of it and have somebody to cheer for and root for, and it's just you can't say thank you enough to all those people.
Yeah.
Yep. Every single one of them. So yeah, Dynes Racing, and now we're running 410 for year 3 now.
Wow.
So yeah, we had 1 year sporty, 1 year 360. And now 3 years of 410. This is the 3rd year of 410.
Okay.
Yep.
And you did something pretty cool then with your car last year too. Of you went the color green. What did that mean to you? What did that mean to Lisa?
That was.
Did she know? Did you surprise her with that at all?
I think we.
What was the backstory on this?
I don't think we really tried to surprise her. We
because that was really cool. That was a really neat way to.
Yeah, I mean, it was something that just kind of felt we should do.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. It kind of sucked because we had. I mean, of course, her getting diagnosed was the worst part of it all because it was we had no idea. There was a week, I think it was the week after she was diagnosed, that we were going to load up the car, and Matt goes. We were standing at the end of the trailer at the shop, and he goes, I want you to enjoy this week because I don't know if we're going to do it again. And I'm like, oh, it's that bad.
Yeah.
Right. And so here we are again, talking about being taken away. There's another blow. What's going to happen? We had no idea. And what's going to happen with Lisa? Is there a treatment for it? How bad is it? Is it localized cancer or is it spread? What is going on? And so there were so many questions that were what we had no idea.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly when the conversation happened between Matt and Lisa, but it was basically Lisa telling Matt, "You're absolutely not pulling the car off the track. our car will be there. You are not pulling it off the track because I'm sick. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, like, we're not medical bills. Like, there's going to be a lot of medical bills that are coming in. And she's like, we are not pulling the car off the racetrack. And so that was kind of another mindset shift of like, oh God, this could be gone. And that was before I was ever even hurt. There was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And so she was diagnosed, and we said, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
And I think people thought, because it just so happened the timing of it was right before Dirt Cup. So we had a couple weeks off. I said, okay, let's peel the car, just peel everything off, and we'll do it green. And so I got a hold of Spud Allen, and I said, hey, I need you to design me a green race car. And he's like, green? I'm like, yeah. And the way it turned out was awesome.
It was so cool. It was a beautiful car.
There were people mad at me this year that I didn't go back to the green car.
It was I was
like, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, I don't know. It was just for being, the cancer. And no, it was.
But it was a really cool and
I think the meaning behind it, because I didn't want it to be super obvious. Of like, I wanted it to be obvious. So I had Caleb write up a I guess article, you would say. So when we released the paint scheme, that it was kind of a backstory to it. Yeah. And so, because I didn't want it to just go like, oh, you have a green car now, cool. Like, no, like, people need to know this.
There's meaning to it. There's a reason.
Yeah.
We're doing it for something bigger.
I didn't want it. So we had the green ribbon on the car and everything that kind of represented it, but I didn't want it to be so like, let's put a picture of Lisa's face on the car and so everybody knows that whatever, because I don't know that she would have really liked that. I think it meant a lot to her personally, that it was done, for her and everything like that. And the car looked good and got so many compliments and, kind of why we did it. And people thought like the depth to the story, it wasn't just a cool looking car. It's because of this. And so I think that was something that she thought was really cool, but she also, I guess I never really asked her if she wanted like more recognition with it. Like, you need to put the car is green for Lisa, on the top deck of the wing. Probably not. But no, that was.
So was
cool
it a surprise to her though, or did she end up finding out?
She ended up finding out before, probably because I was sending designs back and forth to Matt. Like whatever. But it was. I mean, she comes to the shop.
She's gonna.
When she sees the car stripped bare of everything and goes, what the heck, we're middle of the season, Dirt Cup's next week, what are you doing? It's a little red flag. But we kind of kept it, even this year's car, we kept it kind of away from her until it was almost completely done on the car. Well, I mean, looking at a mock-up of a race car and looking at a real race car, it's like, it doesn't read the same. No. So like her birthday this year is when we had the car pretty much done.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we're like, hey, let's have a party at the shop.
Yeah.
So we made sure that the car was like as close to done as possible for her birthday party. And so we had it sitting there in the shop and had everybody over. And it was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this year's car, I think everybody got so used to the bright green that this year's car being more subtle, people were like, whoa. Like,
this year's car is still sharp, though.
What is this? Like, it's a dark blue with tan or, kind of goldish, whatever. But, yeah, it took her a minute to warm up to it. Did it? I'll tell you, she did not like it at first.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, she didn't like it. And Matt was like, you got your green car. I'm going to do this. I was like, oh, my God. So it was kind of funny, like, I'll say fake tension between them, because it's not being malicious. It was just like, hey, you got your green car. We're going to do this on this one, and next year you can have your own whatever. Because she loves the snow car that Jet Barnes is in, which was here.
I don't blame her.
The bright pink.
It's a good looking car.
When she had her photography stuff, it was always like black and pink.
Oh, because I don't think I've ever seen her photography. Like, did she have a logo? I don't know if I'd ever seen. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yep, she had black and pink for the longest time, and so when she saw that pink, she's like, oh. That is hot. Oh, that is hot. And obviously we haven't gone that route yet, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what next year brings.
Oh,
I suppose.
A little teaser.
I can almost definitively tell you it's not going to be pink, but I think it'll be different. I think it will be different from anything.
Are you already designing next year's car now?
Yeah. Yeah, we have some sponsors that are wanting to get more involved.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of, it's like, okay, we should mock up some cars. So there's actually like conversations happening within the last couple of weeks that are like, Well, we've had off time with racing, so it's like
Yeah.
you got to work on something racing. So you go and talk to some sponsors or whatever. But yeah, it'll be well, I guess if I race next year, we'll see. I don't even know. We got to find out. We got to see if the doctor clears me.
Because the doctor's now going to come back and
God.
say, you know, Justin, that clearance I gave you over a year ago, we're revoking that.
It's no longer valid.
Yeah.
It's like an ID. It expires.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to go pass it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good stuff. No, we'll see.
Yeah.
It'll be different, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it.
Me too. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The colors
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we know, but
Yeah.
the design is where
Is
it's going to be.
what's-
I'm going to go to Spud. I'll be, hey, Spud, what's up?
So we could go on for hours.
This is only chapter 1. We could do.
It is
we could do a different episode.
We will have you back on. Yeah.
We
Because
could,
I have more I'd like to get into.
there's so many things.
Yeah.
There's so many different avenues. Yeah. Do you want to? I'm like, are we done now? I don't know.
I don't want to hold you from
People,
shop
no,
night.
people are probably bored, or they're just gonna find like little
They're just gonna
sections
skip
of it.
through it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame you, listener. I don't blame you.
It's okay.
Hey, chat, skip.
Yeah. Leave a comment to where you skipped, or a review of where you
Yeah,
skipped.
give us your timestamp. Matt just said where you at. It's shop night.
your. Sorry, Matt.
Recording podcast. He'll be fine.
Eh.
He'll hear us mention it. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's good.
You're
Um,
getting plugged.
What were we gonna say?
Oh, so you don't do your own vinyl? So you have
No,
a
I
vinyl
do.
company.
I do.
Okay, but Spud designs
I had Spud
it?
design it.
Oh, okay.
I am probably one of the worst designers ever,
Really?
and
Oh.
Spud does good stuff.
Mhm.
And he there were a couple cars that never saw the light of day that he designed that I was like, I liked the colors, but I wasn't in love with.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, hey, change some colors, and he changed. I tried to tell him, I was like, do whatever color combo you want. I want it to be different.
Mhm.
Let it rip.
Okay.
Have at it. And he sent me what the car is now, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, whoa, that's classy.
I like your car.
Like,
now
it's
a lot.
classy
I like
colors.
the green a lot, and I like what you have now too.
And then they're so different.
Mm-hmm.
They're so different because this one's very like subtle.
Mm-hmm.
But I told him there was like a fake design for a Victory Fuel car
Oh.
that I saw in the off season that I think
Yeah.
he actually sent me, but I loved the way the number was like this bold white outline. So I was like, do that, please, because I like that a lot. I was like,
Yeah.
it almost looks like it's glowing in the dark. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't quite read that way with the colors we have, but I was like, I like this a lot, so let it rip.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Bucko. And he did. I don't want to put him in a box. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, I don't want him to go,
Give him
oh,
that
well, he's
creative
not going to
freedom.
like it, so I better just do this. Like, click that mouse all over the place, buddy. I don't care. Like, show me something cool. I want it
Yeah.
to be different. What's weird is this year, these Knoxville cars are like half and half.
Yeah.
It's so weird. There's
is-
multiple cars.
Is there multiple?
Yes, there's multiple cars. Tanner
It's okay.
released
Keep in
his
mind,
car.
this will come out Thursday. This podcast will.
Well, so there'll be more cars that
No,
are half
yeah.
and half, I'm sure. Tanner has his car. Donnie has his car.
I haven't seen Donnie's yet.
Donnie's is two very different
I'm
sides.
gonna. I'll go pull up Donnie's right now.
It's yeah, I don't know. The half and half thing is just odd to me. I guess if you
It's-
have, but here's why. Okay, Advance Auto Parts.
Oh.
is on one side, and then you've got CarQuest on the other side, and they're two very different colors.
Yeah.
Right, and so
I don't hate that though.
it reminds me they're doing what the Victory Fuel car did at the CV car from Chili Bowl.
Oh yeah.
But see, it worked there because the can is designed that way.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
Mm-hmm.
the half and half deal's weird. I mean, I get it. I understand
this
the
reminds me
sponsor
very
thing.
much the black. This reminds me a lot of like an old Donnie Schatz car.
Yes,
Um,
that's honestly, I like this car, the Knoxville car, more than
His
the regular car. regular car's kind of. Hey,
No
Listen.
disrespect. The regular car is not my.
it's not my color combo.
And I was a Donnie Schatz fan growing up. It's not my personal.
His cool car. You talk about green cars. He had the Arctic Cat or Wild
no,
Cat,
Arctic Cat.
whatever.
Yep, Arctic Cat Ford. I think I have a
Oh,
die-cast of that back in
man.
my house that I used to push around.
The fluorescent green. Ooh.
See, that one wasn't my favorite, but I loved his Armor All car that he did for Knoxville. That I have that die-cast. I
The
love
Armor Knoxville car.
that. It was.
Oh, the orange one.
See,
No,
I don't think
that was
or-
STP.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Remember that bright orange one? They had, you know what? One of the better looking cars of Donnie's that I really liked, and probably only because I saw it in person, the Sage Fruit car that they had here a couple of years ago at the Skagit Nationals. It was all chrome and red and blue and silver. Oh,
Remember that car?
yeah. See, that's what I was just telling you about.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
This one, that one. I loved.
I don't remember that.
Okay,
car.
that's an iRacing.
You better
car.
You better put like pictures on the podcast. Oh,
The gold.
It's like a
back
gold
back when
chrome.
there was Goodyear still as a tire.
Oh my God, that's like 2011,
That
2010.
was probably one of my favorite. That and I really did like the STP schemes.
The red, white, and blue one. Yep.
Yeah. If I had a sprint car, it would probably be red, white, and blue. Like that's always what I've made my racing cars is red, white, and blue. So there's something I like red, white, and blue. USA, but
That's really funny you say that. My dad, when he raced, I had him do an American flag themed car.
Oh, really?
I had like everything American flag themed in my. Oh my God. He was like, I'm gonna have you help me design my car, and I was like, yeah. So the number was literally, it was like yellow, maybe.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to find. No,
That
listen,
doesn't-
nope,
okay.
nope. The car was white base with like some blue and some little bit of red.
Okay.
The number, it was the American flag,
Okay.
like however big.
Like,
I
yeah,
don't even know. Yeah, and the number was yellow on it because it had to pop off the flag. How do you make a number pop off the American flag? You got to make it something. So it was yellow with like this, and I don't remember how it all tied into the car. There was something else on
I'd
the
like
car.
to see a picture of this.
Oof, I'll have to find it. It, yeah. So, but then like the hood had these like blue strips where there were stars like along it. It was all patriotic because
Yeah.
that was like my thing then. And yeah, man, that was probably not a winner of best appearing car, but I thought it was.
You
cool.
win some, you lose some, right?
You can't win them all. Sadly, so sad. No, the people probably were reminded of the Kirk Fellers cars.
Oh yeah.
You gotta look. We need to find some pictures. You
So
need to go through some old
what
programs.
frustrates me is I've been born and raised here. I've come to Deming and Skagit pretty much my entire life. Went to more Deming with my dad, at least probably since 5. I wish I remembered more of coming to Skagit when I was younger than I do, because I really don't. Like, I know I have sat in these grandstands 2010 on back and on forward. I don't like the names maybe. I wish I remembered more because I know I was here. I just I probably saw you race at some point in time in my life before knowing who you were. I don't remember.
Probably.
Though. Because we went to Deming more than we went to Skagit when I was younger. We would come to Skagit for Dirt Cup, for the 360 Nationals, for my first time in an outlaw race was at Skagit. But
Really?
we would go yeah. I still have back when they're the STP sprint car. I have who doesn't have when they made that poster of like the
With all the
14
drivers?
Yeah, it's on my bedroom door,
Ugh.
and it's signed by like Donnie Schatz and Steve Kinzer and
I loved when they did that. I think
I wish-
High Limit did that this year. I think they have like a thing.
Do they?
They'll probably have it this year.
Well, did you just see the Outlaws are doing trading cards? I just saw a Twitter
weird.
post today. Yeah,
Skagit Speedway does it.
right. It
Now
feels
the
like
Outlaws
now
are doing
everyone's
it.
doing trading
Weird.
cards. Either way, I don't know. That's a sidetrack.
Nick with race cars doing some too.
his are
Those
really good.
cool.
Those are sweet.
I want
Shout out Nick.
I need to order because he's like, get your starter pack. I was like, yes, give me the starter pack.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'll talk about being jealous. Colton Heath's on there. Guess what car he's in? My green one from last year. I was like, no, Nick.
Which I don't. You and Colton are good friends.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there is no bad blood.
not at all.
Like between Colton winning and
No, that was just a tie back to my
yeah.
when he won in my car. Frustration.
Yeah,
No,
I know
Colton's
that.
cool.
Correct.
He's
I wanted to
actually he's probably at the shop right now.
probably. Sorry,
he
Colton.
works. Well, so I know we talk about this all the time when we're like announcing.
Mm-hmm.
My shop. Okay, not my shop.
Yeah.
Mike Brown's shop is like 10 minutes from here.
Mm-hmm.
8 minutes maybe. We're at the racetrack right now, by the way. It's about 10 minutes from the racetrack. All of his cars are there, and Colton. Mike calls Colton crew chief. So basically, anything Mike needs goes through Colton. Colton. Okay, let's just say
we've had Colton
Mike
on,
says, "Here's my card number."
Yeah.
Colton.
Oh.
Order what we need, and let's make it happen. Right. So, and Mike having a 410 360 for himself plus Colton's 410.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of fuel and tires and everything that gets burnt through. So, Colton's at the shop all the time. Dan works
Colton's-
on Dan the Man is what
Dan
I call
the
him.
Man.
You know what's funny? I don't even know Dan's real last name. Dan Man. Dan Man.
Well, figure that out tonight.
He is the main. I'll call him a car chief, but yeah, they call Colton crew chief. He does all Mike's stuff, and so he's at the shop a lot. The Hilliers are all at the shop, so they've got their 360 team and the mini sprint teams and all that. But and then of course the Dynes car. There's a DeLorean in there.
I've seen the DeLorean.
Oh yeah, you went. Yeah,
I've been to the shop.
I know. You came with Wade at Dirt Cup,
And then I came again and interviewed Levi, and yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you did that. Yeah,
So I've been there whole whopping twice, but
Hey, there's a DeLorean.
yeah, I do.
John that owns Cascade Pizza. Shout out Cascade Pizza. That's his DeLorean.
Yeah.
Yep. If anybody wants to buy a DeLorean, hit up John at Cascade Pizza.
All right, Justin. We're definitely gonna do a part 2.
Is that where we're ending this? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're gonna end it
John
there.
will be happy. He
Unless
might get
you
some
want-
bites on his DeLorean.
Unless there's anything that you want to get in still.
No, dude.
We've
How many hours did we go?
it's an
3?
hour and 48 minutes.
Oof. I'm so sorry.
Wow, it's great.
We
content.
burnt up everybody's data while they streamed our podcast. Yikes.
You're gonna get us all the listeners.
We
now.
can do part 2.
Once Blake gets back, or we'll get the.
Let's see.
We need one.
Let's see if this gets more than 10 views.
It will.
Because
It will.
Eesh.
Would you like to see the analytics? We'll
No.
go.
No, I would not.
Okay, we'll go with the.
We're not live.
No. Well, no,
Okay.
but I can show the analytics.
Oh no!
of,
Don't show me the analytics. It'll make
of
me,
the past podcast.
It'll make me sad.
Oh, okay. Well,
Probably. We had 4 listeners in
No.
5 weeks.
No, the podcast.
No.
The podcast for what it is has been pretty good. So thank you again for everyone who's listening and hanging
It's-
out.
What I feel, it's such a saturated thing that everybody just thinks they can go do a podcast, but there's so many stories that don't get told. I wish we need more people at Skagit that are willing to just tell their story.
That's what we're trying to do a little bit.
Don't put on a mask and come on here and just talk all corporate-y and whatever. Give us the real stuff, man. Talk
That's
to
what
us.
people want to hear.
Yes.
That's you spoke from the heart, truthfully. That's what people want to hear.
give us the stories.
Yeah.
You can. The person that wears the race suit is not the same person in the shop.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
I try to be the same. Sometimes I get more serious. If I'm angry at the racetrack, then stay out of my way. But
Yeah.
if I have a bad
I don't know
night,
if I've ever seen you angry, but I don't.
I probably don't
I
look
don't.
angry.
I don't see you down the pit area though. When
I get frustrated. I get hard on myself.
Yeah.
I get. I think any race car driver,
Who
anybody,
doesn't,
we
though?
all get
Yeah.
hard on ourselves. I think though that I've been racing for so long that I'm like, I should be better than this.
Yeah.
You know, and so when you don't perform at the level that you think you should be, obviously you're like kind of frustrated or mad. Like, I'm not doing good. This is not good. No, yeah, we can do.
We'll do a part
let's do
two.
it with Blake.
Yeah,
with Blake
that's what-
here. Blake.
Wow, it's
Blake
like I
will
just said when
have-
Blake
no,
gets
you
back,
did say
we'll-
that. I know you did say that. I'm sinking in the chair. When Blake comes back, we'll do it
Yeah.
because I feel like he'll have some interesting questions.
Oh yeah. Oh,
He'll
for
listen
sure.
to this on his way home and he'll be
Probably
like, "Oh,
not.
jeez."
We'll see if he listens. 'Cause I
We
think
can look. We'll look at the
I did one-
analytics.
yeah. Well, I did one with Seth, and I can't remember if I asked if he listened or not. So I won't say it because I can't remember. But
If Blake listened.
yeah, because
He
when
better
he
have.
when he was gone in Eldora.
Oh yeah, because he was famous on FS1.
Yeah, something like.
You know how cool I felt? I love dropping the line like, "Oh, let me just text Blake Anderson real quick. Let me just text Tanner Holmes real fast." Like, you're like, "What? You have their phone number?" Yes.
Yeah.
And I only said that so I felt cool. By the way, I'm not even sending them a text, but I would. Ugh.
I'll tell you a
So
story off air.
Oh no.
It's
I can't
not.
wait.
It's not bad. It's just I don't want to share it publicly.
Excellent. We'll cut this part of the podcast
So,
out.
anyways, thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate it. We'll have you back on, but that's all for this episode. Well, I'll probably do a little ending off, but thank you so much, Justin, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. We're racing this Saturday. Well, not racing, but
Monster
we
trucks.
are live here at Skagit Speedway Saturday and Sunday. The Malicious Monster Truck Tour. It's a 2-day show. Now it's the same show both days, but you can come either on a Saturday or you can come Sunday. So August 9th or Sunday, August 10th. It's a free pit party included with purchase of a ticket. Gates open at 5, pit party at 6. Show starts at 7. Justin, yes, you're raising your hand. What would you like to say?
You need to ride in the monster truck. Have you done it?
Me personally,
Have you
or
done it?
are you telling me
Everyone.
listeners?
I don't
have
care
not.
who.
So
You
I
have
have
to
never
do
been
it.
to the monster truck because usually breast cancer awareness night or ladies night is my last race, and then I have to go back to Arizona. So I haven't.
Oh, snap.
I haven't. But when I've since been working here, have not usually been here past breast cancer, and then I would come back for high limit and then go back to Arizona.
You need to ride in the monster truck. We did it. I think it was the first year, maybe second year they were here.
Okay.
It was like Lisa, Caleb, and I all got in there.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna watch it happen from the stands. You're gonna be like, that looks so stupid. You're gonna be like, that's not even worth $10. It is worth more than $10. That is the funnest. You're bouncing around and stuff. I'm like, dude, I want to drive one.
I'm gonna have to. Okay.
It is so fun. You're bounced around and stuff. Oh, you got to do it.
Well,
You
perfect
especially, but
segue.
listeners too.
Yes.
Ride the
Monster
monster
trucks rides $10 cash. By what I've been told is they will usually go until everyone has had a monster truck ride. So don't. I'm not going to say that, but
That line gets long.
They give a lot of rides. Come hang out. It's gonna be a great time. On Sunday, it starts at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So Saturdays at 7, Sundays at 2, gates open at noon, pit party at 1, show starts at 2 o'clock again. Pit party is free, included with a purchase of a ticket.
It's cool. They line up all the trucks on the front
Yeah.
straightaway. They're like roped off. It's just like
And the tough
Monster
trucks.
Jam.
Yeah, see, I'm intrigued to see the monster trucks because I've never seen it before.
It's pretty
So
cool.
It'll be interesting.
They come out and do a little opener thing,
Yeah.
and then they like do the national anthem, and they all sit on the door and hold. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very different from what Skagit Speedway normally does.
But it's
And
gonna be a
I
lot of fun.
here's what I wish.
Yeah.
I wish we could do like a little race of sprint cars,
Yeah.
just so the people that have no idea what Skagit Speedway is could see it. Because there's so many people that come that have never been to Skagit Speedway or have never been to a race at Skagit Speedway that are here for this, and they have no idea.
They have no idea. Yeah.
Like, a sprint car would blow their socks off.
Oh, probably.
If they think this monster truck stuff is so awesome, oh, buddy, let's put Jesse Schlotfelt and Colton Heath and Levi Hillier and
Justin
Robbie Price.
Youngquist.
He might not be very impressive.
Yeah.
But we could get those other guys out there, and it would be pretty lit. And they'd be very impressed. Just do a little, like, pay the guys like $250.
Yeah.
Come out here and run like a fake little heat race.
Well, the thing is, with how the trucks all get parked, it's kind of tough
I know.
to do. So
Either there's
way.
a jump on the berm.
yeah, malicious monster trucks this weekend. Tough trucks too. 7 o'clock. Show starts on Saturday. 2 p.m. Show starts on Sunday. Gates open 2 hours prior with a pit party free with ticket. Other than that, for Justin Youngquist, thanks for listening to this edition of On the Gas presented by Skagit Speedway. We'll see you later.